Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This shoe is sitting everywhere and that means good times are upon us once again. Let's dig right into it. I've said this before about this box. This is one of my favorite boxes. I don't know if they call it the special edition box, the champion box, but this has promo, concept art, all types of images from all the Jordan brand releases over the years. It's one of my favorite boxes, and typically that means there's something special inside this box. Size tag reads Air Jordan 6 Retro, Magnet, College Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm beyond pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 6 Magnet Gray Navy, aka the Georgetown 6. Yes, indeed. Now, this was one of those shoes I said probably months and months and months ago I had to have my hands on them. Now, we know there's a distinction between needs and wants, but a part of me felt like I had to have this shoe. Even so, way back when I made a mock-up of the shoe before I had seen first images, I knew I wanted something similar to this. Let's dive right into the shoe and talk about some of the details about it. Starting up on the bottom, we have the Air Jordan 6 sole with the clear blue sole and the blue Jumpman on the bottom of it. Very, very beautiful. I'm really starting to dig how the shoes that come with this blue translucent, pattern look. It's not gonna last forever. They are gonna yellow over time. And I think maybe there's some kind of solution in the newer shoes that make them last a little bit longer. But listen, I love that translucent blue sole. It's just a beautiful thing. Coming up to the midsole, you have that gray and navy colorway here. Coming up to the upper, again, surrounded in that all gray suede, that very beautiful magnet color suede, which is meant to symbolize the Georgetown Hoyas colors. Now, there is a lot of gray on this shoe, all right? The tongue, the laces, the shroud, the back heel tab, the entire shoe is that magnet gray with hints of navy blue, as you can see on the Jumpman, on the lace block, the spoiler, and the Jumpman logo on the back. And legitimately, just like that, I gave you about the whole rundown of the shoe. I mean, you guys have seen Jordan 6 reviews before. I try to give you guys a little bit of design hues every now and then whenever I do a Jordan 6. The 23 that's, kind of scribbled in there, designed by Tigger Hatfield. The shoe is meant to mimic the Porsche that Jordan drove. Here's a spoiler, kind of a slick, fast, quick little shoe. Jordan wore the shoe in 1991 on his way to his first championship, of course, that being infrared in the Carmine. But here we have this Georgetown colorway. So what is it that's so special about the Georgetown colorway? And I'll give you just a little bit of my thoughts on that right here. So first and foremost, I believe that Georgetown was the school that MJ beat in an NCAA tournament back in 1984 when he played for University of North Carolina. I believe he beat the Hoyas in the championship game to seal that victory. And some of the greats that he played against being the Kemi Mutombo, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, some of the legends of Georgetown, they all went to this alma mater, and, Georgetown got a very special place in college basketball history. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Brand Jordan or Nike as a whole, at some point in the past, even up to now, maybe had some kind of exclusive partnership with those schools. And that's Georgetown, Michigan, I think Oklahoma or Iowa, a bunch of colors that when the Nike Dunk first dropped, those schools had exclusive collegiate colorways, which segues into this particular shoe, the Air Jordan 1 OG High 85 Georgetown. And the only reason I bring this shoe up because this shoe was an unreleased sample that was slated to come out during the initial run of 1985 Jordan 1s. Now that particular shoe had the word Hoyas on it instead of the ball and wings logo, signifying the relationship with Georgetown and Nike. So flash forward, we have an iteration of the Air Jordan 6 that dons that classic Hoya colorway right here in this nice made up suede. Now to me, this shoe almost looks like a PE. It's very nicely done, and I'll try to put the pictures of the PE up somewhere around here. But this is a very, very well crafted shoe. The quality control looks great on it. This is a nice grade of suede. I'll do some comparisons right now. Now, as far as the actual length of the suede, this is not what I would call a short hair suede. Taking a look at the Travis Scott, for example, you can see that this is short hair suede that does move to the touch when you rub your thumb across it. Another good example of the short hair suede is this Carmine colorway. Now, there's not as much movement here, but the hair on the suede is still very short. And in actuality, this might actually be Durabuck or Nubuck. I can't tell which is which, but either way, it's not a long hair suede. Now, for a truly long hair suede, you can look to the Air Jordan 6 British Khaki. Now, this particular suede is super long. Hopefully, I'll be able to zoom in on the camera here, but you can see that there's actually fibers. There's little naps that's sticking up. This is a truly, truly, truly long hair suede. And when I put these two shoes together, you can see the difference. The Georgetown has a much shorter nap than the Travis Scott, which has a little bit longer nap than the Travis Scott Olive. Now, as far as the reception of this shoe, I think a lot of people like this shoe, but the good news, ladies and gentlemen, that these shoes are sitting everywhere. Now, why is that good news? Because shoes are meant to be worn, which means if you wanted these shoes, they are not somewhere on StockX or GOAT for absorbent amount of prices. And hopefully those days are done. These shoes are here for retail. Your local Foot Locker, your local Champs, DTLR, any other place where you shop, these shoes should be on a shelf and readily available for you to buy. Now, at no point did I think these shoes were ever going to sit, but that's the great thing about what's going on right now. In these days and times, hopefully shoes like these be much more easy to cop whenever you want them to. Hell, some of them might even go on sale. Now, while people have to be much more selective and discern which shoe they want to get, part of the reason why this shoe probably didn't sell as well as it could, in addition to the $210 price point, is because earlier on, Jordan Brand released the Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. Now, yes, this is not your standard Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. Again, the homie Juan Wilson customized these for me into my very own Georgetown colorway. So either right before or shortly right thereafter, when the official images of the Air Jordan 6 Georgetown were released, Juan and I were talking, and then we had this guy created. Now, you tell me, guys, between this one and this one, which would be your favorite Air Jordan 6 Georgetown colorway? Personally, I love them both. And again, I had to have this shoe, no question about that. A little bit of housekeeping things about this shoe. For the Jordan 6, I always go half a size down. Now listen, take that with a grain of salt. Some people have wider feet, some people have bigger pinky toes, some people have stub fat toes, I don't know. I'm just simply saying, for me, a half a size down in a Jordan 6 has traditionally always worked. Caveat number 2, do not get these shoes dirty if you can avoid it. I do not know if those spray protectants where, you put the coating on, it's supposed to rub liquids or water off. I don't know if it's gonna work on this shoe, but be careful about getting this shoe dirty. Because of the length of the suede and the colorway, it's gonna show if you get them dirty, so be cautious about that. Little tidbit number 3. Since Brand Jordan and Nike's overall Move to Zero initiative, there's been a lot of little changes that are here and there throughout the box. So some shoes, when they have extra laces, are coming inside of actual boxes now instead of plastic baggies. A couple of shoes I've received, in fact, actually no longer have the cardboard shoe tree. You just have this paper on the inside, which is, it's fine. I wear the shoe, not the paper. It's just interesting to see how the brand's initiative to Move to Zero is taking place and showing up in our shoes here. So like I said, an absolute positive sea of gray. I'm gonna do you guys a favor because I love you guys. You guys have been supporting me for 2 years now. I'm gonna lace these shoes up with a different color lace. And if you've done Jordan 6s, they are a pain in the ass unlace and relace, but I'm gonna give you guys some lace swap options when I do this on feet. And I appreciate you guys. Again, this shoe is going for very little on the aftermarket. As a matter of fact, don't even check the aftermarket. Go right to your brick and mortar stores. Go to your Foot Locker, go to your Champs, go to your DTLR, go to your Jimmy Jazz, go everywhere where they sell shoes. And it's a good chance to have a pair in your size. Again, I appreciate you guys for checking in there with me. Stay tuned for more content. I got more heat on the way. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Let's go check this on feet out and appreciate me for these lace swaps. All right, y'all, I'm out. Gotta smell it. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. So I'm right. And I had to have it.